Hey Aries, how are you today? My name is Sherilyn and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Monday, which is today, May 26th through Thursday, May 29th. I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings to get you through your weekend. I am so sorry these are so late. It's been a weekend, but anyways, here we go. This one's going to be for my Aries. All right, y'all, let's see what we get. Okay, for Aries, we're starting with the Queen of Cups to the Six of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. This is your recent past or your backstory going into this reading. Currently, I have you with the Star card, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. All right. In the near future, we're looking at the Four of Wands, the Moon card, and the Strength card. Okay, bottom of the deck for this reading is the Page of Wands. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has something to do with you feeling quite passionately about a new idea or a new concept that you are trying to utilize or bring into fruition. You've come up with a new plan, it looks like, a new something, okay? And you're feeling quite fiery, quite determined to get results in that direction. The card at the center of your read is the King of Pentacles. This tells me, I believe this is how you're presenting here. Male or female, it doesn't matter, but you are presenting right now in your masculine, and you are definitely in boss energy, okay? You are the person in charge of your kingdom. You've taken your power back out of situations that no longer served you, and you are worried about your kingdom, period, okay? That's what you're in charge of. That's what you're worried about. Okay, let's start from the beginning, which is the past, and see where it all plays in. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles here in the recent past. There was a situation in the recent past where you were presenting as the Queen of Cups. So you were presenting as somebody who's very intuitive, very loving, very nurturing, maternal. Oh, cat here. Possibly far too empathetic. It feels like you were letting people take advantage of you to some extent. Kind of because you didn't want to rock the boat, let's say, okay? However, you came to the realization that that was not for you, okay? It looks like, and you opted to sail the ship, which is your life, out of that chaotic situation, okay? It feels like the people that were around you at that point were very chaotic. Everything they did seemed like it caused more drama, right? So you sailed your ship off out of that situation in the recent past and ended up being in the Nine of Pentacles. So very self-reliant, self-assured, somebody who may want somebody around them, but they don't need anybody. It's like putting codependence at bay, right? Keeping it off in the other direction, okay? So this is your backstory. Normally I tell people we couldn't change it if we wanted to because it's already happened. In your case, although maybe wanting to change the Queen of Cups thing, I'm sure you learned from that, and the rest of it's pretty good. I mean, you decided you needed to do better. You knew better, so you're going to do better, and that's where you went with it. That's awesome, okay? Now we're in the current. So currently I have you with the Star, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the King and Queen of Pentacles are the only, in my mind, are really the happily married couple in the tarot deck. They are the ones, right? Everybody else has issues, but they seem to be the grounded, stable, moving forward forever type of couple. With the Star card, so it looks like you've gotten yourself into some sort of a relationship that feels like that is what you are in now. If not, then that is what you are headed towards currently. So it looks like for a lot of you, you may have stumbled onto the one or something along those lines. That's how you're seeing it. With the Star card on the front end, you have a tremendous amount of hope and faith in this current situation, which is awesome. That's great. Okay, I like it. Let's go forward. Okay, so now what do we got? So in the near future, I'm looking at the Four of Wands, the Moon, and the Strength card. The Four of Wands would say this situation that you have suddenly come into, I don't know if you just came into it, but you've definitely made the realization that this is your other half, you think. That person is some sort of higher level soulmate to you, without a doubt. This is somebody who you had a contract with before you came to Earth. This is somebody who you were intended to couple up with, okay? With the Moon card, I think there is a fear here, as is normal, okay? Everybody has fear when you get in over, it feels like you're getting in and over your head, right? Because you're starting to be vulnerable and let go of some of your defenses. So there's a fear here that maybe you don't know everything, or what if you're wrong about this or whatever. I would just push it out. It says you have the strength to get past it. It's normal to be leery or fearful, but It doesn't look like it's necessary. It really doesn't. This feels like it has a tremendous amount of potential. Okay. All right, let's see. I don't want to pull more cards because this is really good right now. I don't want to mess it up. I've got the Page of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Whatever this new endeavor you're trying to take on, which doesn't feel like it's the relationship, this is something separate. It's an idea you come up with. It looks like in the future you are very dissatisfied with the speed at which it gets traction. Like you want this to work faster. I guess it could be a relationship. Maybe it's this relationship and you want it to be like solidified right now, and you're going to have to be more patient than what you want to be. It's causing you to feel out of balance because you want absolutes here. You're sure you're in. Why aren't they? No. Sometimes not everybody thinks like you do, Aries. You're going to have to give everybody a little bit of time to figure this out, to get on the same page. Okay? That's how I feel about that. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I got three more. What do I got? The Ten of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. This has to do with this situation from the past. This one where you were letting people run all over you a little bit, where you weren't standing up for yourself in the way that you should because you didn't want to rock the boat. There's more to that situation than it appears that you realized when you walked away from it. For sure, you got out in the nick of time. I mean, you absolutely got out of that situation when the getting was good. Okay? I'm not sure if other people in this situation are going to view you as betraying them. But with the Six of Wands, you're definitely going to stand victorious over this whole thing as far as you were in the right. But you definitely got out of this situation from the past at just the right time. Not only for that reason, but also so that you could meet up with whoever this person is here, with the King and Queen of Pentacles. There is a tower falling there. I don't believe it has anything to do with this new situation, but it is part of the old situation. It almost feels like somebody's got legal problems coming out of this situation from the past. And you're managing to sidestep them, is how I feel. Justly so. It doesn't look like you were necessarily involved, but it's just you were there, and had you not gotten out when you did, it could have been not so good for you. All right, let me see. I got to do the days of the week real quick. I've got Monday, Ten of Wands, and the Magician. You are manifesting the ability to lay down a burden, and that's still from up here. Tuesday, I've got the Hangman, so you're feeling stuck in the Queen of Wands, but not for long because you're going to get what you want as the Queen of Wands. Wednesday, I've got the Eight of Swords and Justice. So you're feeling somewhat restricted, but justice is playing out. I don't usually get this off this card, but you know what? For some of you, it is something legal up here in this thing from the past. Some people could be getting locked up or something, possibly. Maybe. Otherwise, they're just feeling very mentally restricted, but they're restricted in some way, those people from the past. And Thursday, I've got the Nine of Wands and the Page of Swords. You're feeling somewhat wounded by whatever's happening up here. Somehow you're affected by it, but you're not in trouble like the other people. With the Page of Swords, you're just desperately trying to figure out exactly what's going on in that situation. Okay? So I have two separate situations in your reading for this week. This looks like a new relationship. This looks like it could be work-related. Probably work-related. Something was not right in that situation. You felt it, so you got out of it. I don't know if you got out of it for that reason, but at any rate, at least you got out of it. That's what counts. All right, I hope that made sense. That's what I have for you this week, Aries. I will be back on Wednesday with the bonus readings to get you through your weekend. I'm here basically every morning with the energy check-ins. I don't know if I'll make it today, but most days. No matter what the cards say, you go out and make it the best possible week you can. That's kind of like your job in life, I think. So go do that, and thanks for everything. Okay, take care.